I jumped off the porch, then I jumped in the booth. I used to ride 10 speeds, now I got a new coupe. Yup, young nigga humble, but I play it all cool. But don't think this shit a game, I push on the news. Yup, choppers on us, put them choppers on you. Yeah, the beans red and green, but them bankroll blue. Got a bad bitch, she got a bankroll too. Y'all be popping my shit, she be popping shit too. Hating ass niggas tryna watch my moves. Ice and bling, but the Glock go boom. Yup, capping ass niggas can't do what I do. Yup, big Glock bitch, and you know how I do it. Yup, these dog ass hoes can't fool me. I got them all choosing, got them wanna chew me. Yup, diamond dancing on me like Uzi. Chop kick Bruce Lee, pulling up too deep. Yup.
Welcome back, eSIM Studios podcast, live stream, episode number 79. Rolling up on the 100th episode. Seems crazy, but yes, we're almost there. Little side note before we get to the news. Tomorrow, Friday, we designated Friday to be the giveaway days for the eSIM Studios podcast. So whether you're watching this on any one of my outlets, right? I'm streaming live on 5 YouTube channels, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and we're also on every single podcast platform available to known to man on the face of this earth. Yes, it's crazy, but if you want to enter our Friday giveaway, you're going to have to come to our eSIM Studios YouTube channel on Friday when we're streaming this live stream, and then I'll do the drawing. You're going to simply enter in the chat, the YouTube chat on the eSIM Studios YouTube channel, and I'll simply I'll give y'all a little hashtag to enter, and then at the end of the live stream, I'll run a drawing live on air, and we'll pick a winner, right? So Fridays are going to be our giveaway days. I used to do giveaways every single day. Like when I first started this, from like episode 1 to, I don't know, 30. And I blew through a lot of my giveaway stuff, right, that I had. So we're just going to do it every Friday. You know, it's helped celebrate the end of the week, beginning of the weekend. And somebody will have something a little special to take home with them, and I ship it completely free. I don't ask for anything, not one penny. I pay for shipping and everything. It's just one of the many ways that I can thank you for joining us here. Again, this channel was built for y'all, not just for myself. It was built for everybody. Wanted to do a little something different, not your typical YouTube technology channel. I wanted a channel we can all enjoy, have fun. That's why I started the live stream. We can all get together and talk some technology, right? So when there's some slow days, yeah, it's hard to pull some topics, right? But one good thing, here's the two channels. Well, I got more than 2 YouTube channels, but the 2 main ones, the 2 most popular ones, this one, technology, and then I have a NFL channel, right? Covers the NFL and the Chiefs specifically, but NFL and Chiefs. But that's a good thing about technology and covering sports. It's always evolving. There's always stories. There's never a dull. Well, I shouldn't say that. There's a dull moment here and there, but there's always something happening, right? Player gets cut, new drafts, new players come into the draft. There's new phones that get released. There's new reviews, unboxings, leaks that come out. So it's ever evolving. There's always something, right? But every now and then you get a slow day, and today's one of those days. Now it's not that slow because I do have a couple things to discuss, but we will get to it. You can take us anywhere. Let me remind you real quick. You can take us anywhere you go with you. Maybe a good thing, maybe a bad thing. But, well, not a bad thing. But we're on every podcast platform. I did mention that earlier. We are on... Hang on. I got a list right here. Let's see. What does the list say? We are on... Check this out. Okay, so you can get us on Apple Music Podcasts. Apple. Jesus Christ. I'm looking at all these icons. You can get us on Amazon Music. You can find us on Apple Podcasts. You can find us on iHeartRadio app. You can find us on the Podcasts app. Pocket Casts app. Shame on me. It's one of our more popular platforms. I think 37% of our listeners are on Pocket Casts. I actually have that app. We're also on Spotify, and we're on YouTube Music. I also post my RSS feed for all those nerds out there like myself that love RSS feeds. I put it there for you. So if you have a special podcast app that you want to add our RSS feed, then every episode, every day, will show up in your feed. So we're basically available all across the board, right? Let's see here. Mr. Marq Nash, thank you very much for joining us. I really appreciate your support. It means a lot. Everybody, please go check out Marq Nash TV. Phenomenal channel. Has been doing it for. Yeah, he's a freaking pro. Makes me look like a rookie. Boxing, entertainment, music. Does it all. So please go. You know what? I did link your channel in the description box. So please go look in the description box for the Marq Nash channel and enjoy, because trust me, you will. How's it going, brother? And team Daniel, appreciate you joining us. Good. Yes, doing good. A little under the weather. Goddamn, the allergies here are just insane. Anyway, I hope my voice isn't too jacked up, but I think we're good. Okay. So, check this out. We have Pixel 8a, a product disclaimer, not necessarily a product disclaimer, but an official advertisement for the Pixel 8a was leaked today with some features that we kind of already knew, but it's an official Google advertisement, I guess. Let me pull it up so we can take a look at it. Let me share the screen. Now look here. Look at here. If you go to esimstudios.com, boom, right here. Product page. That's what I was looking for. Product page. Now, they label this the AI smartphone, which is it? Maybe not, right? It's a little, in my opinion, it's a little too early to label phones an AI smartphone. It's just the hot word. It's the keyword. It's the buzzword that's going around the tech industry. Look, we've barely scratched the surface of AI, and that's kind of why I'm kind of annoyed by the whole AI deal, right? We've barely scratched the surface. So I know we have a long road down, a long way to go with AI. But look, these companies are going to take advantage of it, because the average person, when they hear it, they say, "Oh wow, it's got AI in it." Not really. But let's take a look here. Can I make this bigger? Here we go. So it's kind of hard to tell. I wish I could zoom in on it a little more. Okay, so if you cannot see the screen, this is an official product placement, kind of like an advertisement for the Pixel 8a. For those of you that are unaware, Pixel releases their mid-range phone, the A series, in May. We're basically less than 2 weeks away, probably right around 10 to 12 days away. It will be released at Google I/O May 14th. So yeah, just about 12 days away. So they're claiming this is an AI smartphone created by Google that will accompany you every day. What I see here is basically the same thing as the Pixel 8 series. I don't see any new features. They claim it's a high-performance camera and a fresh design make your everyday life one step more comfortable. Introducing the new Google Pixel 8a, okay? Look, the only thing new that I see is the colors. And they have the blue color here, which is a little darker than the Pixel 8 Pro. And then they have the green color here. That's new, the green color. So down below, where it's kind of hard to see on your screen, it does say an advanced camera system with editing magic. Google AI makes your daily life more convenient. 7 years of feature drops in security updates. Durable design to last. Durable design to last. So let's get into, we already know it's going to have the really, really good cameras. Google AI makes your life more convenient. Okay. Maybe not, depending on who you are. 7 years of feature drops. Basically 7 years of security updates. That's not new. The Google Pixel 8, its bigger brother, that was released a few months ago. 7 years of updates, so nothing new there. So the literally the only thing I see here that's different from its bigger and more expensive brother, the Pixel 8 and Pixel 8 Pro, is the durable design. Now, why would it have a durable design? Why would that be different from the Pixel 8 series? Okay, basically, what it comes down to is this going to be plastic, and that's one of the ways Google can cut down on the manufacturing costs. Plastic. Now, the sides will be plastic, right? The more expensive Pixel 8, Pixel 8 Pro, the back is glass and the sides are metal. And this one, it looks like it might have a metal frame, but the back panel is definitely plastic. Now, technically that's more durable. Glass breaks easier than plastic does, right? Plastic, you can bend. Glass, if you bend it, it'll snap, correct? So here's a good example. More premium phone has the glass on the back, right? And the metal all around the border. And the cheaper version is plastic on back. Now, it has a see-through back, but guess what? That's not glass. This is see-through, but that is glass. So this phone will shatter. Now, this is the flagship version of the Nothing Phone 2. Cheaper version, Nothing Phone 2A, plastic. Cheaper to manufacture. Now, technically it is more durable because glass is more likely to shatter if you drop it than plastic. Of course, you can snap plastic, break plastic, but it's more flexible before it breaks. So I guess that's a true statement by Google. But that's about it now. So no real new news. Now, one thing I'm looking at with the design here, look at this. The colors. Now, this is exactly, look, for I'm a big nerd when it comes to these phones. I like aesthetics. I like the way they look. Not only perform, and I like to use them. I like the way things look. I'm a artist at heart, even growing up as a kid. So design, colors, the way everything flows, I see all that, right? And I process that. And in my own mind, I decide if that looks cool, if that looks really nice. But I can guarantee you most people just goes right over their head. Like, they don't even notice. But look, hang on, looking for another phone. All right, so check this out. You're definitely not an amateur on point. It makes it Mark, it makes it a lot easier, from what I've noticed, right? Because I'm only on it's my 79th live stream. Now I have hundreds of videos I've uploaded, but live stream's a little different from uploading something, because if I misspeak or I would say I can edit all that out when I upload. But live streaming, completely different. You probably have 1,000 live streams, but it makes it a lot easier to talk, to communicate when it's something you love, right? Like with your show, you can tell you're clearly involved and love the topics you cover. So it's like you're just talking with friends, right? If I had to talk politics or religion, oh my God, it would be a complete mess. It would be a complete mess. But music, I can talk. Sports, I can talk. And technology, I can talk. Those three things are right up my alley. Okay, back to this Pixel, and we'll move on to the next topic. Check this out. Look at this design. So, you see this design here. One thing that I think is cool, that I love, and it's a personal preference, they're keeping the same color of the device all the way around the phone. I absolutely love that. Right? So look, the green Pixel, it's not only green on the back, but it's green all the way around the phone. Blue, it's not only blue on the back, it's blue all the way around the phone. Look at this white one. It's not only white, it's white all the way around the phone. Now, the one that looks badass, that looks freaking awesome, looks like a Batman phone. Look at this one on the top right. That black one, oh man, that looks badass. I hate it when companies put a black phone together and then they have a black back, but then the borders of it are like chrome. It's like, why are you going to put a black back on a phone and then have like chrome borders? It makes no sense to me. Look. Now, this is one thing. Look at this phone. Check this out. Phone 2. White back, see-through back. Silver. Now it's aluminum, brushed aluminum, but it's got the silver borders. Kind of matches the white, right? Looks alright. But look at this. White on the back. So white, it's almost flushed out on the display. Sides all white. Doesn't that look badass? So apparently that's what Pixel's going to do with this 8A. They're going to make the same color all the way around. Now, Samsung started to do this. Purple phone, purple side. That looks cool, right? And then look. See what iPhone did with theirs? White back. But look at that. Chrome border. Not that good looking. Now, Samsung. This was the only, I think, minus the blue one. This was the only Samsung. All the other colors had a chrome border, except this one. It's a greenish tint, but look at the border. Now it's like a dark gray, almost a dark gold. It looks like on screen. Now I wish they would make it green all the way around. It just looks better in my opinion, having the same color all the way around the phone, just minus the display, right? As we get closer to the launch of the Pixel 8A series, we'll have more leaks, right? This is going to be almost a daily occurrence, and we're going to know exactly what we're going to expect. We're going to know exactly what we're going to get on May 14th. It's actually my sister's birthday. But it's easy for me to remember because I won't forget to send her a birthday text. The same day the 8A is launched, right? Okay. So, as I mentioned, I'm sure we'll get more leaks as time goes on with this A series. And then after this gets launched, you're going to start seeing I guarantee you're going to start seeing a ton of Pixel 9 Pro Fold. What did they rename it to? Pixel 9 Pro Fold, right? The Pixel Fold 2. That's going to be released alongside the 9 and 9 Pro and 9 Pro XL. So those leaks will start to ramp up. You're going to see a ton of that stuff. And now, Google is notorious for leaking their own products, which is totally fine because most other manufacturers do the same thing. Apple is notoriously the only one that doesn't want anything out prior to launch. All these other phone companies, Samsung, Google, OnePlus, nothing. They all leak out a little something here and there prior to the launch, just to get fans excited and put some attention on their upcoming device, right? You okay with plastic? Yeah, I am too. Look, this is the first, I'll take this back. The previous Pixel 7a. Do I have another plastic phone? I don't think I do. I'm looking around. I actually like it. You know why? It's lightweight. There's a noticeable difference in the weight between this phone and this phone. Right? All glass and metal, all plastic. It's just it's a huge difference in weight. I use this phone for a couple hours, then I go to pick another phone up, and I'm like, God damn, these are heavy. So yeah, I have no issues with it whatsoever. Let's see here. Oh, if anybody's interested, I posted this on our website today. Secret codes. If you have an Android phone, I didn't do any iPhone stuff. If you're an Android user and you need codes, right? Because you can go in and there are secret codes. You can perform certain tasks in your device. I have them listed all here, right? So just for future reference, and I have some description of what these codes are. Let me take this off. As you can tell here, generic codes for Android phones where you can pull certain information off the device. I have them in picture where you can see, and then I also have them in print so you can copy and paste them into your phone, right? A whole bunch of stuff, a whole bunch of codes I didn't even know existed. Came across some and threw them on the website. So if anybody's interested, you can, we certainly have them here on our website, esimstudios.com. Now, the other news that I was going to get into is MediaTek. MediaTek is, we got word today that MediaTek is actually building a flagship processor specifically designed for the United States. MediaTek traditionally has been reserved for out of the country. Basically, MediaTek. You'll catch a MediaTek CPUs. They're a chip maker, a CPU, a processing manufacturer that typically stays outside of the U.S. market. Typically, the U.S. market dominated by Qualcomm, dominated by Apple and their CPUs, and there's just not much room for anything else. Just recently, here in the last year or two, basically in the last year, you've seen kind of the landscape, I'm not going to say change, but certainly changing. You see Google break away from Qualcomm in the Snapdragon processor. Who else? Look, Samsung's the only, I say only, depending on, I guess OnePlus is, Motorola still uses Qualcomm. Actually, they might use a MediaTek. Just now, it seems like the only big popular Android manufacturer that and I know this is not a true statement. I'm just saying, it seems like when you think about it, Samsung is the only, again, it seems like Samsung is the only big Android manufacturer that uses Snapdragon. Because what do you have, right? Let's see. The best, I'm not talking about mid-range phones. I'm talking about popular Android phones in the US. Or, popular phones in the US. You have iPhone. You have Samsung with the Galaxies. You have Pixels. And then, I may be a little premature, but I think nothing's on the right track. And I guess they're Nothing Phone 3. I consider it a flagship device, even though it's priced a little bit under. It's just as good as any other Android phone. So you have Nothing, right? So you have iPhone, Samsung, Pixel, and Nothing. Now, Apple uses their own CPU. Samsung uses the Snapdragon CPU. Qualcomm. Pixel uses their own CPU, and Nothing. We don't know yet, right? They used Qualcomm for the first 2 variants, and they used a MediaTek for their 3rd iteration of a device. So that's what I'm saying. In the past, if it was not an iPhone, it was using a Snapdragon CPU. Motorola, OnePlus, Samsung, Nokia. What are the other ones? Did BlackBerry? That's probably too old. Anyways, MediaTek. I'm wondering. Now, we don't know what phone this MediaTek chip is going to go into. We did get news that there is a manufacturing plant that's manufacturing a MediaTek CPU specifically for the United States. And how can we tell that information? Well, each CPU has to have a special modem. The modems depend on, just like at your home, internet, right? There are different frequencies all around the world in different countries. So there was a MediaTek CPU found with a modem paired to it that is specific for the US. So who is going to... Yeah, I said I mentioned that with the Pixel, with the Tensor for sure. But that's what I was saying. So who's this MediaTek? Who's this MediaTek chip for? Right? Who's going to use it? Sony? Maybe. Any other ideas? Because I'm wondering if Nothing is going to put this MediaTek CPU, flagship CPU, right? It's supposed to compete with the big boys. I'm wondering if they're going to put this in the Nothing Phone 3. I was surprised to see that that little news article last week that said Nothing might use Snapdragon's new 8 Gen 3S CPU. So basically, it's there. I know the 8 Gen 3 just came out, and it's in these S24 series. But Qualcomm has a even newer chip, the S variant. And now, it's a little watered down, right? In the past, their S series would be a high-performance, tuned-up version of their last flagship. This time, it's the opposite. It's a little tuned down. Now, they claim it's not as fast, but they're gearing it more towards AI, machine learning, like you hear all the time. Makes me wonder, because why would Nothing choose the latest CPU from Qualcomm and still try to put out a rather inexpensive flagship? Does not make sense manufacturer-wise, cost-wise, putting those chips in there. Hang on one second. Yeah. And that's what I'm thinking. Don't be surprised. Now, Nothing and MediaTek apparently have a good relationship. I was honestly shocked with this phone, because they've built a relationship up with MediaTek so much that they were allowed to take the CPU that they put in this Nothing Phone 2A is a 1-year-old CPU, and it's a mid-range CPU. However, MediaTek engineers and Nothing engineers basically teamed up and took this 1-year-old CPU and basically fine-tuned it, put a turbocharger on it. I'm exaggerating a little bit, but they souped it up so much that it is one of the snappiest, fastest phones I can remember using. It's that good. So it makes me wonder. I think this could be for the Phone 3. Now, MediaTek manufacturing costs are cheaper than Qualcomm Snapdragon manufacturing costs. Remember, for this Nothing Phone 3, they're not putting out a $1,000 phone. They're not going to pay top dollar for a top CPU, even though the Nothing Phone 3 is going to perform like a $1,000 phone. Remember, they're going to try to keep it around the $700 mark. They're trying to keep it under flagship level price. Let's see here. Now, let's look at the details of this new MediaTek Dimensity 9300, right? Let's see what we got. Let's see what we're dealing with. All these damn ads. All right, so this looks like the CPU looks like it's very well built. And again, I'm shocked. I don't think I've ever used a MediaTek CPU. This is the very first phone that I've used with a MediaTek CPU, and I'm actually shocked. I did not expect it to perform this well. So it actually kind of has me hoping that they might put this in the Nothing Phone 3. They have high hopes for this. They're aiming for the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3. They're aiming for I doubt they'll reach that. Not the Snapdragon, but the Apple. As far as benchmarks, probably won't, but everything else it might, right? So here's the Dimensity 9300. This year's new flagship is on the left. Last year's flagship CPU is on the right. And you can tell it's a rather similar structure, just all new components, right? So you have the next gen GPU. The CPU configuration is kind of similar, a little different. Definitely the clock speeds are ramped up a little more. Architecture, you can tell it is a slightly different architecture, because look, the old one, last year's Dimensity 9200, has only got one Cortex X node, right? And this new one has got 4 X nodes on it, right? So cache, same. No, actually it's a little bit higher. The new APU has a new added APU, added INT4 support and hardware compression. Now look at this. This has got the latest and greatest. Oh man, I love this. I love seeing this. Y'all know how much I love RAM. This has got the latest. And I didn't even think this was going to be available to right now. I thought this was going to be this RAM was going to be available, I think, later in the year, but it looks like they've squeezed it out in this CPU. It's going to have the DDR5T RAM at 9600 megabits per second. Last gen, the 5X, DDRX 5X was at 33 megabits per second. You will have a UFS 4.0 storage. That's good. And the modem here. Let's see what we got. So Got sub 6 millimeter wave, 7,900 megabits per second download speeds. Theoretical may not reach that, but it could handle up to almost 8,000 megabits per second download. Networking, Bluetooth 5.x, probably 5.3. It will have Wi-Fi 7, and it's built on the 4 nanometer process. So looks like it's a rather similar comparison to their last year's flagship, but updated internals, right? So that's it. It's updated everywhere we need it to be updated. So it looks like a worthy next gen upgrade for their flagship CPU. Let's see. Here we have the specs. Let's see which one is. Can I make this bigger? There we go. Get those damn ads off of there. Let's see. So we got power on the y-axis, and what do we have on the x? Single thread performance, ISO. Interesting. So wait, so I'm assuming the dotted line is the new Cortex, is the new one, and the older one is the solid line. Where is the we don't have any identifiers. Oh, Cortex X3, Cortex X4. So this would be the better one. I see. Yeah, they are better numbers. Because technically it's using less power than last year's. Okay. So it's more powerful and more power efficient, I guess you could say. Which is typical of these CPU manufacturers. It seems like every year the node, right, the 4 nanometers, 3 nanometer foundation, the foundation they build it upon gets smaller and smaller and smaller every year, which makes them more performance, a higher performing, but however makes it more efficient. So it's not generating as much heat, and theoretically can help your battery life last longer, right? In the long run. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. I kind of hope they do. Like, I have a weird before using this phone, I was like, hell no, I don't want a MediaTek processor in these nothing phones. You know, I want Snapdragon. But after using this, I'm blown away. Like, and looking at all the charts, looking at all their numbers, I think it's a viable option. Now, okay, so that's what I was thinking. And before last week, when we got the word that they might use the newer, toned down Snapdragon CPU, I was thinking, well, what are they going to use? The 8 Gen 2 CPU, which was a decent, I mean, look, it's a good CPU. Didn't blow anybody's socks off. But one of the good things about using a year-old CPU is, in Nothing's case, it doesn't cost as much. So it keeps the cost down. You can pass that cost savings on to the consumer. And another good thing is you can fine-tune it, right? So you've had a whole year of a bunch of manufacturers using a CPU. And trust me, in that industry, word gets around, especially with engineers, especially with developers. Oh, we can't use this certain kernel with this. It jacks stuff up. Or you can't tweak the modem on here because, you know, all sorts of things. Trust me, the word gets around inside industry. So that was one of the good things Nothing did with this phone 2, the one that's getting replaced, last year's flagship. They put a year-old CPU in there, but holy shit. They blew my socks off with that one. It actually performed faster. I actually have some videos that are maybe 8-9 months old. The CPU on there blew away every phone I had. Take that back. Didn't blow away every phone. It was neck and neck with the S20. What did I have back then? S22 Ultra or S23 Ultra? regardless, it was neck and neck with the latest and greatest from Qualcomm, and nothing was using a 1-year-old CPU. So they can fine tune it. They know just what to do with it to get the maximum performance out of it. So that's what I was thinking. Maybe the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. That's what I was guessing. But it looks like I might be wrong. It looks like they might go with a newer CPU that they can keep the costs down, right? So we will have to wait and see. I'm surprised we have not gotten any leaks whatsoever for the Phone 3. Let's see. So this is what I like to do, right? So if I need to find news ASAP, go to Google, type in what you're looking for, but then look, slide over here to the news section, and it'll spit out what the latest news articles on that topic were. And there's just nothing. No pun intended. There is nothing. So let's see what this is. This came out last week. Yeah, so we did get the name. The internal name of the Nothing Phone 3 is Tetris, like the old school game. Let's see here. It will be launching in July, which was the same one as it did last year. See, this article, sort of along the same theory and thinking that I was, right? That they're just going to move up to the next generation from what they were using, which would be the 8 Gen 2 for the upcoming Phone 3. But a couple of reports, maybe that's incorrect. I think it was this one that we got the report of. So we got the code name revealed, and you have the listing here, the model number. What is the model number? A115. It passed BIS certification. Oh, this was the excuse me, this was the CMF phone. The Tetris model number for Nothing Phone 3 was A015. Let's see. Well, there's just not that much going on as far as news. Yeah, this is the article where we got it might be powered by the brand new 8S Gen 3 chipset by Snapdragon. We will just have to wait and see. And I'm sure the design should look nice. Should be a great battle between. Going to set up a phenomenal battle between Pixel 9 series and the Nothing Phone 3 series, or Nothing Phone 3 device, because they just put out one. But should be a real nice battle between the Pixel 9 Pro XL and the Nothing Phone 3. Both should be right around 6.7 inches. Should have that nice flat square design on both phones. And the CPUs, look, if Nothing is using not the absolute latest and greatest CPU, everybody knows Google's Tensor chip is not the best performing. So it actually might be a really, really good matchup. Probably one of the better matchups in all tech, right? In all of phone industry is the Pixel 9 Pro XL versus the Nothing Phone 3. I think that's going to be a good matchup. Now, we don't know what sensors. I'm sure Google's going to have badass sensors. But I am very encouraged to see what Nothing does with the sensors on the Phone 3. I'm sure Google probably takes better pictures. But we will compare them nonetheless and see what we get, right? That's what it's all about. Damn, man. You always catch us right at the end. I got to run here. Almost about an hour, but I had a really good discussion today. So let's see if there's anything else. Anything else? Am I missing anything else? Pixel tablets getting the circle to search feature. I'm not sure that includes many of y'all out there. What else we got? Kind of a slow day. The OnePlus 12R on sale, $70 off. Wow. Not much going on, folks. But that's okay. No problem. So I'm going to get out of here. Now, again, remember, tomorrow, Friday, will be our giveaway day. Every Friday we're gonna do giveaways. We'll just make that our giveaway day on Fridays. So, wait, damn, I can't believe tomorrow's already Friday. No, holy crap! It is Thursday. I was like, is it Thursday? It is Thursday. Well, tomorrow it is then. Tomorrow is our giveaway. I got another Google router. So if y'all, I think that's my last one. So if y'all want to enter that last router, we have more giveaways. Every Friday we'll do giveaways, but tomorrow we'll do our very last Google router. And join us tomorrow and enter for your chance to win. I am currently recording videos and I will be uploading soon. So we're getting back to the uploading content for everybody. So thank you for joining us. I really appreciate it. And please have a good, eventful, but safe afternoon. And I will see you around this time. I'm going to try to start around 4 p.m. tomorrow. But we'll see how it goes. Always late, y'all know me, but we'll try 4 p.m. tomorrow. And we'll do the giveaway maybe around 5 p.m. Central Standard Time tomorrow. So appreciate it. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Peace out.